Now, if you keep checking your husband's phone and then hating yourself for it, that's not you being crazy. That's your nervous system trying to feel safe. You didn't grow up dreaming of becoming your husband's private investigator. Yet here you may be, watching how long he's in the bathroom, noticing every time he tilts his screen away, scrolling through search histories at 2 a.m., reading his face during worship and wondering, is he hiding something again? And then there's the shame spiral afterward. You might be saying, good Christian wives don't snoop. Love keeps no record of wrongs. What's wrong with me? Or if I really trusted God, I wouldn't feel this suspicious. Maybe he's saying, you need to move on. Or friends are hinting you're being controlling. So you start wondering if you're the problem. But here's the thing. You didn't wake up one day and decide to become hypervigilant. You became that way when reality blindsided you. Your body remembers what it felt like to discover what he'd been watching, how long he'd be hiding it, and how convincingly he said everything's fine when it wasn't. That shock lives in your nervous system. So now, instead of trusting words, your body scans for evidence. That's not a character flaw. That's what trauma, shattered trust, does. Now I want to talk about why you can't seem to stop this hypervigilance even when you want to. Now think of this smoke alarm in your brain again. After betrayal, it learns a painful lesson. It says, if I can't fully trust what I'm told, I need proof. So your nervous system sends you on a little safety mission. It says, if I check his phone, maybe I can finally relax. If I know exactly what he's been doing, I won't be blindsided again. Now the intent is protection, but the problem is checking rarely gives lasting safety. Maybe you find nothing and feel relieved for a few hours. Maybe you find something and feel shattered all over again. Either way, your smoke alarm learns we have to keep watching. If we relax, we'll get hurt. So you end up stuck between two miseries. Miserable when you're checking and miserable when you're trying not to. What if instead of shaming that part of you, we could understand what it's trying to do, comfort your nervous system, and choose responses that honor both your need for safety and your values as a Christian woman? Let's walk through a small practice that you can use the next time you feel the urge to check. This is a 3-step hypervigilance reset for Christian wives. Think of this as a tiny 2-minute pause, not to gaslight yourself into pretending you're fine, but to help you move from compulsion to choice. So the first step is catch and compassion. The moment you notice the urge, your hand reaching for his phone, thoughts spinning, just pause and take a few breaths. Quietly tell yourself, of course I want to check. My trust was broken. My body is trying to protect me. Place one hand over your heart or on your stomach and take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale like you're blowing through a straw. You're not deciding anything yet. You're just acknowledging, my urge makes sense. I'm not a bad Christian for wanting to feel safe. This alone starts to lower the shame that keeps you locked in the cycle. Number 2, name the fear beneath the urge. Hypervigilance isn't just about finding porn. It's about trying to soothe a deeper terror. Ask yourself, if I don't check right now, what am I most afraid might happen? Maybe it's, he'll go back to porn and I'll miss it again. Or other people will think our marriage is fine and I'll be the only one who knows the truth. Or I'll look foolish for trusting him. Just name it. You could even whisper it to God. Jesus, I'm afraid that if I don't check, I'll miss that he's relapsed. Jesus, I'm afraid that if I don't check, insert what your thought is. When we can name the fear, we're no longer just a bundle of panic. We're a person in pain talking honestly to God. Now, step number 3 is to choose your next step on purpose. Now, from this more grounded place, you ask, given what I'm afraid of, what is one next step that both honors my need for safety and aligns with my values? Sometimes that might look like a planned, transparent check. You might say to yourself, well, we already agreed on open devices, so I'm going to check now, not as a secret attack, but as part of our safety plan. Sometimes it might look like, say to yourself, for the next 10 minutes, instead of checking, I'm going to do a grounding exercise. Write this fear down and bring it up at our next recovery conversation. Neither option makes you more or less holy. The point is that you're moving from panic-driven compulsion to intentional, values-aligned action. You still deserve real safety. You still may need boundaries, accountability, counseling, or even separation in some cases. This practice is not about ignoring red flags. It's about not destroying yourself with constant self-doubt and secret detective work in the meantime. Now, I want to normalize this, that this is a trauma response, not a faith failure. Your urge to check doesn't mean you're unforgiving, or that you're uncontrolling, or that you don't trust God. It means your trust with this person has been shattered, and your nervous system is trying to keep you alive inside that reality. Now, in the Restored Roots method that we'll go over on Saturday, this is still phase 1, recognize and stabilize. We don't jump straight into just forgive or just trust him again. We first help your body come out of crisis mode so you can make wise, spirit-led decisions about what safety, trust, and reconciliation, or not, will look like. Now, if this landed for you, I'd love to walk with you more closely. So come for our workshop this Saturday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And together, we'll unpack how betrayal trauma shows up as hypervigilance, panic, and numbness. We'll explore the difference between godly boundaries and fear-driven control. We'll practice more tools like this to calm your body without ignoring reality. And we'll begin sketching what actual safety and transparency could look like in your situation. And if you stay for the full 2 hours, you'll unlock a live-only gift we've been preparing all year. The one that's worth more than an iPhone, but less than a Tesla. It's something we spent $60,000 developing, and we're going to give it away for free, just for coming. Now, you can come with your camera off. You don't have to share your story. Just bring your nervous system, your questions, and the part of you that's so tired of feeling like the crazy one. So make sure to add this event to your calendar and set aside those 2 hours just for you. You're not too much. You're not overreacting. You're a woman whose trust has been shattered, doing her best to feel safe again, and you don't have to figure this out alone. We'll see you there.